Hey Capricorn, what's going on everybody? It's Am from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your May 2022 tarot reading. How are you guys? I hope you guys are well. Without further ado, let's see what we got going on. What do we got going on here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout May 2022. What do we have coming up here for Team Capricorn? And what do we got? First card out, we do have here the Helpless and Hopeless card. Okay, definitely not the best card to see, but we'll go ahead and make up for that. We also do have here win or lose. So it does feel like jumping into the month of May, you might be in a bit of a win or lose situation. When we're looking at these two cards paired together, it does kind of feel to me like you're trying to walk away from a situation that you genuinely feel is a win or lose situation. But at the same time, I think part of you feels like you're losing more than winning. So ultimately, it does look to me like you're kind of wanting to walk away from something coming into the month of May because you don't really feel like it's going to work out. Sure, there's a percentage, there's a chance here that I might win in this situation, but it feels to me more hopeless than anything. So you kind of feel like something here just isn't worth it at this current time. Let's go ahead and take a look at the past here before we move any further. What do we have for the past here for Capricorn regarding their situation in May 2022? We did have the Eight of Swords come out. Moving forward from that, we also got here the Fool, and we got here the Six of Swords. So looking at your past, if there was a situation that you were in your head about, I don't think you really questioned your judgment twice. I think that if you felt like something wasn't worth it, immediately you walked away from it, okay? I think that you were one of those people where you felt like you had a very realistic and very practical point of view. So at the end of the day, if something just did not seem beneficial to you, if it seemed like it was going in the opposite direction, screw it, I'm just going to keep it moving forward. So it does feel to me like in the past that was your mentality, right? You also got here the Six of Swords, which is the card of just straight up moving on. So I do feel like how your mentality was in the past was that if something was just looking like it wasn't working out, looking like it wasn't the right vibe, I'm just going to pack my bags and go and not think twice about it. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the current energies for May 2022. What are going to be the current energies here for Capricorn regarding May 2022? First card out, we do have here the Two of Pentacles. See, now things are a little bit different here for you. Instead of your previous mentality, where it was like, if something just doesn't seem to be working out, screw it, I'm going to keep it moving forward, you're actually in this energy where you're a little bit indecisive. Two of Pentacles is, I'm not sure what I should do, There's a benefit to walking away, there's a benefit to staying, I'm not sure yet, I'm kind of weighing in the scales. So you're weighing out your options here in the present moment. We also do have here the Hierophant, and then lastly for you, Capricorn, we have here the Queen of Cups. So in your current moment, it's a whole different story. You have something here that you're committed towards. The Hierophant card is what's representing a commitment, and with the Two of Pentacles followed up with the Queen of Cups, this is representing an emotional attachment to what you're dealing with as well. So Capricorn, it's far more difficult for you to walk away from something this time around, especially because of how emotionally invested you are into it. So it's not as easy right now when you care about what it is you're dealing with. That's not to say either, though, that you didn't care about what you were dealing with previously in your past. You may have had feelings for somebody that you walked away from in your past, or maybe you cared about a situation you walked away from in your past, but your mentality was more so of, if it's affecting me and impacting me negatively, I'm going to keep it moving forward. If it doesn't seem good for me, I'm going to keep walking forward. Whatever this is you're dealing with now in the present moment, you seem to care about it a lot, okay? And even though it may not be impacting you in the most positive way, there's so much feelings attached to whatever it is that you're dealing with that makes it very difficult to immediately walk away. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here at the challenge for you. What is going to be the challenge here for Capricorn throughout May 2022? We have here the Ace of Cups, which is love. We have here the Four of Pentacles, and then we have here the Eight of Wands. So keep in mind, when I do use the term love, it doesn't have to be strictly or purely romantic. This could be about a person that you just genuinely love and care for, right? It doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be love that you have for a friend, love that you have for family, love that you have for career or for a job, or just something you're passionate about. So Ace of Cups here, Four of Pentacles. It's really hard to let go of something that you do love. So that seems to be the challenge. The challenge is letting go of what it is you actually love here in the month of May. And then with the Eight of Wands jumping in over here, not only is this the card of letting go, but it is the card here of transformation. It's like, well, if I let go of what it is I love here right now, I have to align to something else that I love, but also something that's going to be better for me. And I think that that's where things get a little bit difficult because you view this situation as good for you and bad for you all at the same time. So whatever your situation is in May 2022, whether it's a relationship of some sort, whether romantic or not, whether it's a job, whether it is a hobby, there's something here that grants you positive energy, but also gives you negative energy too. So it's a situation that's good and also bad, because part of it's good, part of it's bad. I think that that's why the win or lose card was coming out, because it doesn't really matter what perspective you look at it. If you walk away from this situation, there's a part of you that wins. There's also a part of you that loses, because you miss out on something that you care about, even if you gain your sanity back, your clarity back. Even if you walk away from a situation that was damaging you, part of that is good, part of it's bad. So I definitely feel you feeling super wishy-washy about whatever the situation may be. For some of you, it could be a relationship where you're in a relationship with somebody you really love, but maybe there's an aspect of that person that's incredibly toxic. And it's like, damn, it's super hard to walk away from them because I love them so much, but I also don't respect how they're treating me. So as far as how this resonates to you guys, that's going to be your own personal thing. But the gist of it is you want to walk away from something because you feel like it's helpless and hopeless. I feel like it's not going to be everything I need it to be. It's not going to be good for me and something that I can love at the same time. It's going to be something that I love that's bad for me, and that's just what the reality of the situation is, and it makes it very difficult to walk away. In your past it was easier, but now your emotions are so strong for whatever it is that you're dealing with that it makes it all the more difficult. All right, let's go ahead and see what you're going to be dealing with throughout the month of May. What are my Capricorns going to be dealing with here? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout May 2022. We have here the Justice card, we got here the Nine of Cups, we have here the Two of Wands, and we have here the Emperor. So, Justice, Nine of Cups, Two of Wands, the Emperor. Taking a look at what it is you're dealing with here, the Justice to the Justice to the Nine of Cups, all right? I definitely feel like you're trying to justify the fact that there's good from this connection or good from this situation. I think that that's what's keeping you going in whatever this is. There's something good coming from this, so that's kind of your justification for staying involved. But with the Two of Wands here to the Emperor card, there's this whole other role, though, that's at play. It's like, even though I'm justifying that this situation I'm involved in is worth it for me because I'm getting something good out of it, at the same time, I do recognize what I deserve. The Emperor card. I'm a person who deserves to be treated, with love, with compassion, with unconditional love. I'm an individual here who deserves respect. And I do feel like that's what's keeping you so lost. You got here the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is that card that represents that you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. So it's really difficult, guys, to make this decision because you're so emotionally invested in whomever or whatever this is. So far, it's a pretty repetitive message. I'm going to try to keep it less repetitive, guys, because I don't want you guys saying, Ant, you're saying the same thing all the time. I know. So I'm trying to go ahead and give you more information if I can. But just the overall synopsis that I'm gathering for you guys this month is that you feel like this situation's hopeless. It's not going to change. But at the same time, it's like I can't walk away from it. It feels like I'm just stuck here, So I think that that's really what the end of this really seems like for you. It's like, no matter what, I care about the situation. I just don't see myself walking away, even though I probably should. And ultimately, I don't see it changing either. So it's like I'm stuck in this. I'm stuck in being really attached and emotionally invested in something and feeling like I'm never going to walk away from it. Let's see where things are going. Where are things going to go here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout May 2022. We have here the King of Swords, we have here the Tower, we have here the the High Priestess, and then we have here the King of Wands. I actually feel, though, that you are going to get to your breaking point where you do recognize that you need to take action. Yeah, because the thing is that we have here the Tower. The Tower card is a massive realization. It's a light bulb moment, right? Whenever you see the Tower card in the tarot, it means that the light bulbs are going off. You're having a massive realization. It also could be a card that represents that something needs to be broken down in order for it to be rebuilt. I think what's getting broken down here, Capricorn, is what you deserve, essentially. Because I think the massive realization you're going to be having is that I don't only deserve a situation that gives a lot of positive energy, but I deserve a situation that gives everything positive, everything love, everything that I genuinely deserve. I don't deserve to be in a situation where I have strong feelings for somebody, but at the same time get blatantly disrespected by them. No, I deserve to be in a situation where I have strong feelings for somebody, they have strong feelings for me, they treat me with respect, I treat them with respect. I deserve the full package. So that's going to be your realization here jumping into May. It's like, I deserve this full package and I can't keep allowing myself to get half of what it is I want, because no matter how emotionally invested I am in this situation, whether it be a person or a career, if I'm just not getting everything that I actually deserve, am I really getting anything good at all? So that's where the realization strikes for you, okay? And with the King of Swords, it's like, okay, it's time over here to stand up and take action. It's time to go ahead and detach a little bit from the feelings that I have and get a little bit more practical about this situation. So you really detach here in the month of May from how you feel about this person, and you put this whole situation into perspective, and you start thinking to yourself, am I really getting what I deserve? Am I being treated how I really should be? Because I deserve more than half of what I want. I deserve all of what I want. So with that King of Swords, after you detach yourself emotionally and put this situation into perspective, you realize, okay, this is definitely a lose situation. I'm not really winning here at all. So that's where the transformation takes place. And you start to go back to your roots a little bit like you did in the past. Because remember, when I pulled the cards for you about your past Capricorn, it told me that if you felt a bad vibe, if something didn't align, if something didn't resonate with you, you would get up and walk out of that situation as quickly as you can, right? So you're starting to go back to your roots over here. It's like, it doesn't matter how emotionally invested I got into someone or something. If I'm not getting what I deserve over here, I need to keep it moving forward. So I do feel like you're jumping back into your roots just a little bit. And also, based upon where things are going, you did pull the High Priestess, and you also pulled the King of Wands. High Priestess card is the card of intuition. It's also the card of connecting with your higher self. I think that on a higher self level, you're realizing too that I don't deserve any of this. I'm a being that deserves uncompassionate. I'm a being that deserves unconditional, thank you, love. I'm a being that deserves everything unconditionally. And that is not what I'm getting here from the person that I'm dealing with or the situation that I'm dealing with. So with the King of Wands, I got to go ahead and make a mark here. I got to go ahead and take action. So Capricorns, coming into the month of May here, you're going to go from feeling very helpless and stuck in this situation to realizing that it's time to go back to my roots a little bit. It's time to go back to my past and how I used to be. If I'm getting 50% of what it is I deserve and I'm not getting the full 100%, maybe it's time to keep it moving forward, All right, what's going to be the overall outcome here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout May 2022. And what do we have? We have here the Ten of Wands, and we have here the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, as hard and difficult as it is to let go of this person and or situation, you're realizing that it's time for a fresh new start. It's time to place your energy elsewhere. So that's what we have here for you. Ten of Wands is like, it's difficult right now to let go of all that I have with this individual or with this situation. It's really hard, but I have to do it because I know I deserve better. And with the Page of Pentacles, this is about placing your energy elsewhere. So it's time to have a fresh start. It's time to put my energy into something else and see if that's better for me. I mean, anything besides this, I think you're acknowledging is actually better for you because you've become so emotionally invested into whatever the situation was that it got to a point where you became very accepting of not getting the full 100% of what you deserved. That's how powerful and how strong emotions can be sometimes. They can be incredibly powerful that we actually limit receiving what we deserve from people because of how much we care about people or how much we care about situations. So considering that emotions are one of the strongest things we have, sometimes it can be a little bit of like a blind side to how we're being treated and what it is we actually deserve in the end, So Capricorn, that's what I got here for you. I do apologize that, it's not, definitely the best or most positive message, right? But I am one of those tarot readers that's always going to read like whatever comes out or whatever it is that I see. So hopefully this situation was beneficial for any of you that this resonated to, okay? If it didn't happen to be your story, no worries, guys. Feel free to check out any other future videos that I post or any other awesome tarot readers on YouTube. If you are new here, definitely consider subscribing. But one thing I will say about this reading is that I'm very happy that you're coming to this realization because it felt like your emotions were so powerful that it was essentially letting you get breadcrumbed, right? You weren't receiving the full chicken cutlet. You were getting a piece of the breadcrumb when you deserve the 5-course meal. So I like that you guys are stepping up and saying, even though this situation felt like I was going to be trapped in it because I cared too much to walk away, you realized that sometimes you have to put the feelings aside, whether it's towards people or things that you love in life, and realize what comes first, the way that I'm being treated. Am I getting what I deserve? or does what I care about come first? Because at the end of the day, it should always be how you're being treated first. Because you can really love and care about somebody, but they can also really treat you like crap. And do you deserve to be treated like crap? No. So do you deserve to keep that person around? Not necessarily. You deserve somebody who's going to give you the best of both worlds. Somebody who can give you that love you want, but also give you the care and respect too. All right? So I do feel here that that's going to be a massive and really important realization for you for your month of May. And as difficult as it'll be letting go, you know, you're moving to calmer waters and you're moving to better places, okay? All right, Capricorn, I love you. Enjoy the rest of May, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.